Good morning, CST. Let's see if I can get us on the screen. Uh-oh. That's not it. Let's see here. All right, so hopefully you guys can hear us because I can't get us to come up on the screen. Let's see here. Seems like I'm always trying to figure this software out. I don't know why it won't pick up the other screen on Teams. So we may be doing this without. I don't think anybody can hear me because nobody's responding to the chat in YouTube. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. All right, so you just don't get to see our smiling faces because I can't figure it out. So sorry about that. Let's see. And then I just resized the screen. That's fantastic. Yeah, that's right. It was a long night for probably lots of people. All right, there we go. All right, so let's get started. There are just a couple of things that I wanted to bring to your attention. I don't know how many people know this, but you can actually access your payroll records, your W-2s. You're able to update your address and phone number, and soon you're going to be able to access and adjust your benefits, all on the UltiPro portal, which is called My STA HR. So if you go to www.mystahr.com, you can see all of your payroll records and your W-2s, and starting in September, you'll be able to sign up for benefits and adjust your benefits accordingly. So that's a great tip I thought everybody would really appreciate. So I wanted to get that information to you guys. Another thing that is happening right now is we have some open positions that we are hiring this summer. And I wanted to also, if you are interested in being a part of our staff, we have the student management coordinator position that is, they used to be located in that center office that is right when you first walk in the front door. There's a door to the right. That was the SMC office. We've done a lot of rearranging this summer. The office is going to be just like every summer. We love to, rearrange the furniture. So that room is now going to be the training room, and our SMCs are going to be in the offices on the northern side of the building where the routers used to be. And then the routers got reassigned to the office where the trainers used to be, down that hallway by the bathrooms. So if you're interested in applying for the student management position, or the assistant terminal manager position is also available and open, and that one is also posted on Indeed. You can apply for either one of those by going to Indeed and filling out an application there, or you can send me your resume. My email address is rlenack@ridesta.com. So looking forward to getting those positions filled and getting us all set for the new school year. Next announcement is going to be route evaluation drivers that we need. We are going to be doing evaluations on all of the routes that we will be driving for the next school year. It's super important. We are making some pretty big changes to our routes, and we want to make sure that they are going to work, because it's one thing to get paper get routes written up on paper. It's another thing completely, as a lot of you know, to drive them. So we are looking for people who are interested in driving these routes. It is also a great opportunity to get a preview of what the routes are going to look like for next school year. So if you're interested and curious as to what this is going to look like, this is a great opportunity to come in and check them out. So some of the requirements that we need for these evaluations, I do need people to be available AM and PM for consecutive number of days. So for example, what we're doing is we are evaluating groups of routes, and I'm looking for the same drivers to evaluate that same group. So we have a group that are being evaluated generally on a weekly basis, so a Monday through Friday schedule. We are also running these routes in real time. So you're going to be showing up to do your pre-trip and your swipe time, and then gating according to the route sheets, and then the evaluation form for the routes is pretty extensive. There are questions. I'm not looking for one word answers to these questions, because we are really trying to make sure that these routes are thorough and well done. So what I need is people that are available AM and PM on a Monday through Friday schedule. Generally, this week is different because we're doing a Tuesday through Friday because Monday was a holiday. These drivers need to be able to communicate professionally and thoroughly in writing. They also need to be able to identify opportunities and recommend changes to improve the routing process and the services. And then also looking for ways to optimize efficiencies within these routes, the route segments, and individual stops. So this person is not only evaluating the route as a whole, they are also evaluating the segments, so the schools. You're looking at for example, the Mountain View route segment as a whole. Then you're also looking at the individual stops and looking to see if there's any improvement that can be made there. So if you're interested in evaluating these routes, you do not have to be available Monday through Friday through the whole summer. But if you are looking for an opportunity to potentially preview some of these routes, you do need to be available Monday through Friday, AM and PM. And we'll probably be doing these route evaluations all the way up through August and into August, because we have so many of them and we're changing all of them. So this is mostly for Reg Ed. SPED routes are SPED routes are not going to have as many changes, but we are looking to group the schools according to the high school boundaries. So the routes for SPED are going to look a little different, but the stops will most likely remain the same. Next thing is important dates to know. We have a couple of changes, especially to our YouTube Live, this one. For the week of July 18th, we are not going to be doing our YouTube Live on Tuesday. We're going to be doing it on Thursday, the 21st. So that's something important to know. And then, of course, we have our barbecue here at the lot this Friday, and the theme is Christmas in July. So that's going to be exciting to see everybody. Bring your family and your friends. That'll be a good time to hang out and potentially get more information on stuff that you have questions on. This is also the important dates to know for the year. These are printed and available in dispatch. If you're in the lot, grab one, and you'll have everything you need for the summer. And then for our paint night party that we're having on July 27th, this is a preview of what we're going to be painting. It's summer nights, so that's pretty exciting. It is $25 a person. That includes your paint, canvas. The instructor will be here making sure that all of our paintings look beautiful. And then a light dinner will also be provided. There is a sign-up sheet in dispatch. You can call to sign up. You can call dispatch and sign up, or you can come in and sign up on the sign-up sheet. It'll be on July 27th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. here at the lot. So, and bring your family members, bring your sisters, your neighbor, your daughter, whoever you want. It'll be fun. The next announcement that we have is the bid schedule. This is coming up pretty quick. I just want to give everyone expectations on what you can expect for that week. The 8th and the 9th are going to be open door. Come in as you're available if you want to. This is not a required. This is not a required event. You do not have to show up, although I strongly encourage it since we're changing so many of the routes, but it is not required, so it is not a paid event. The doors will be opened at 8 a.m. and no sooner than 8 a.m. So please don't show up at 7:30 because you will be stuck behind the locked doors while we prepare the tables and get everything set up and ready. Then it will be open door policy Monday and Tuesday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. That is, again, going to be all of the routes, including the routes that will be based out of Eagle. All of the previews and all of the bidding will be done at the Ward lot here in Meridian. And that's, again, from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Monday and Tuesday, August 8th and August 9th. Starting on the 10th, our scheduled appointments for bidding will start. And so what that's going to look like, dispatch is going to start contacting everyone and providing your scheduled appointment to bid on the routes that you previewed on Monday and Tuesday. And so those are going to be set by seniority dates, and they'll be scheduled appointments. We will not have any flexibility because we are working off of seniority dates. So if you are not available for your bid time and date, you can appoint someone to be your proxy and come in and bid on your routes. So you can come in on the 8th and 9th, get a list of routes that you're looking and potentially interested in, and then provide that list of routes to your proxy, who will need to have a signed piece of paper from you saying that they are your proxy, and then they can bid on the route for you. So that's we've done this every year. That's the general rule of how we are able to get all of the routes bid out in 1 week. And so it's super important to make sure to have time available on the 10th, 11th, and 12th for your bid appointments. The new school year paperwork that we generally do at in-service some of that is going to be available and ready for you to fill out at the bid week. So it's going to make sure that you are expecting to fill out like your emergency paperwork, your emergency notifications, like who's your emergency contact, what's your updated address and phone number, that kind of stuff. And Terry could probably expand on that if you wanted to, Terry. Perfect. The other thing that's going to be available once you bid on your route, you'll be available. It'll be offered to you the option to do a dry run, and the dry run is paid. You're paid to go do that dry run. So what your exception form is going to look like on the day that you bid is you're going to have 2 lines on your exception form. One for the time that you spent bidding on your route and completing the paperwork for safety, and then the drive time that you're going to be driving the route. And this does not have to be done according to route sheet times. You're just looking for getting familiar with your new route. So that's something that we are going to have lots of people answering questions about that. If you have any problems with your exception form on the day of your bid, please see dispatch, see me, see Terry, see any of the trainers, any of the staff members. We can help you get that filled out for you. The other thing that we're doing on bid week is we're going to be taking new badge pictures. So it's been several years since we have done a blanket new picture badges, and so we want to have our badges updated and current. Badges are required in order to gain entry into any of the schools, so it is very important. It is also a requirement by the district that every employee at CST wears a badge, so we will need to get those. We'll get those pictures taken and have those available, hopefully, for in-service or for the first day of school, depending on what our poor badge printer person has their availability, because they'll be printing brand new badges for 280 of us. So it'll be important to give her good enough time to get that done. So that, I think, wraps up all the operations announcements. So Terry, I'm going to move to your slides and take it from here. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let's see. Can we hear her? Can you hear Terry now? Oh. Can anybody hear?
I still can't hear you, Becca.
Oh, I'm muted. Can you hear me or Terry? Can you hear Terry?
Can you guys hear me now? Tracy and Jody, can you hear me? Yes? Crickets? Bueller, can you hear me now?
There's a little bit. Nope. No can do. All right. So.
No, still can't hear me.
I can hear you. I don't. All right. Yes.
Awesome.
Perfect. Oh. She can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so our monitor, I'll kind of start over again. Our monitor physicals. Today is the first day these are getting done, and we thought we were giving ourselves about 15-20 minutes for each one. They're only taking about 5 minutes. These are not the same as the driver DOT physicals. We do not care about your health history, surgeries, anything like that, your medications. This is purely, can you push a wheelchair? Can you lift a child in and out of the wheelchair? Can you step up the steps? Can you bend down and secure the wheelchair? So we're going to be contacting you guys to set up appointments. After today, I'll have a better idea on when Dr. Bond wants to do some more of those. He's moving through them quite quickly, so we'll be able to get those done. If you are unable to pass it, any of the things, we're going to give you a month to kind of do whatever you need to do. Maybe you need to get into a gym, get some physical therapy, just do some stretching exercises or conditioning, and then we'll get you signed off on that. So I'm going to kind of lead into our next slide here, if you want to switch that over. Classroom training. So back in, I think it was November, our company revamped the special needs classroom instruction. And they've expanded it, made it much better. And at that time, they said, we want all existing special needs drivers and monitors to have the training. Well, I just found out about it. That's okay. So what this is anybody who was hired after November of 2021 needs to go through this classroom instruction. Currently, how we're doing all of our classroom instruction is online, kind of like how we're doing this right now, but we do it on a platform called Teams. And so we have the instructor that's on there, and you're live streaming the video. I need to sign everybody up who has not been, like I said, hired. If you were hired before November of 2021. I've been going through the list of special needs drivers. There's quite a few of you that will need this, and we'd like to have all of our drivers have this training as well. It's one day, it's about 5 hours. I would like to take 25 people at a time because I don't want to get too many people into the class because it does slow down the live stream. And what it is you will log into your computer the same as you are logged in now with us, and just watch a video. Terry Marinos teaches the class, and we're folding it in with our current classroom instruction so that you would be with the new trainees. Right now, this week, it would be on Thursday. It starts about 8 a.m., goes till about 4 p.m., and then you would be done with the classroom instruction part. Typically, any other week that there's not a holiday, the class would be on Wednesday. So I'm going to be contacting you guys, asking you to be available. If you're not, if you have a certain week you're not available, that's fine. I understand we have vacations and whatnot, but we really want to get all of our special needs drivers and monitors done before the start of school, and then we're going to be working on getting all of our drivers on into this new curriculum. They have expanded it. They've done a really good job. It's not Well, I can't say it's not quite as boring as it was before, but there's a lot of good information, and they have a section that is devoted to monitors, the job requirements and the expectations for a monitor as well. So I will be contacting you if you know that you can get into this class on Thursday this week. Please shoot me a text, and I have to look at my number again. Sorry, 208-268-0226. Let me know that you would like to be put into that class. I will need an email address for you, and Terry Marinos will be sending you the invitation and letting you know what time you'll be logging in. There will be a short test you will take at the end of that as well. This is a company requirement for all of our drivers, for all of our special needs drivers. And then during the special needs in service, you are also going to recertify on wheelchair securements. So we'll have several trainers set up in buses. We'll break up into groups, and you will go out and demonstrate that you know how to put the wheelchair restraints into the tracks of the bus, secure the chair. We'll also talk a little bit about harnesses. We just want to make sure that everybody is on the same page, that everybody knows how to do these securements, and that we are doing them properly. That we are not opening ourselves up to liability, or even worse, potentially injuring a child. So that's all I have for mine. I've racked my brain about anything I could talk about. Hey, at the end of the school year, we did talk a little bit about hydration. It's going to be hot, and we're getting into that hot part of the year. So please, please, please make sure that you are keeping yourself hydrated, watching out for that sunstroke. Those of you who are driving ESY and summer school routes, we have a cooler, pretty cool, nifty cooler up by the dispatch desk full of Gatorades and waters. We've got big old popsicles, Otter Pops back in the freezer. So we have a way for you to hydrate yourself. Please take care of yourselves. We want everybody back nice and healthy.
Yep. That's very true. We want everyone to stay healthy, and if you're not working for summer school or for ESY, by the way, I did figure out how to get us onto the screen. So that was interesting, but keep yourselves hydrated. And I always end our calls, our recorded calls. So I'm going to end this the same way. I want to just say, I want everyone to please stay safe.